Hi, welcome. So today's book horror reading is going to be Who is Your Future Spouse? So I decided to kind of like make it a little similar to my Who is Your Soulmate reading that I made last time. And I even made a list in here for the I don't know, because I'm a forgetful fucking bitch and I don't remember it. Oh no! And, sometimes my brain is just so rusty and I just don't remember stuff very easily. So I needed a list and I don't want to embarrass myself. But, the choices is going to be, I'm going to be rolling the dice later for each choices. But as always, if you don't want to hear the introduction, feel free to leave. Oh my gosh. To leave. I can't speak English again. I'm so sorry. English is not my native language, but feel free to exit or skip the video if you want to. But I just want to kind of like calm myself down a little bit and, just have a relaxing moment after what happened a while ago. I still can't move on. Whatever happened a while ago, I'm still having chills. I still feel a little bit speechless. But yeah, so I'm gonna be talking about not just the positive traits, but also the negative traits of your future spouse, and also, the positive things and the negative things that might happen in your married life, because that's really important. And I know these type of topics is kind of like very touchy for people, and whenever they hear something that is not really good in these type of readings, they get really disappointed right away. And I can feel you. That's fine. That's okay. But I even remember a time where I had this very bad experience last time, like last year, so it's a little bit long time ago, with a woman who emailed me for a personal reading. And she was basically very curious about her ex, and she wanted to know what will be her married life with that ex once she marries that person. And I would be honest that it was not the most positive reading. And even if I want to see something positive about it, I just can't see anything at all. It's all negative. So I had to tell her the truth about it. And the thing is, she just got freaking mad at me. Like, why is this negative? I told you I want something positive. And blah, blah, blah. Like, she was even questioning why I was using oracle cards. Like, what? Why do you have to question why I'm using oracle cards? I don't get it. Like, she was very mad at me, and I was trying my best to explain myself so many freaking times about the situation. She was wanting me to redo the reading, and I'm like, just being polite to her, being kind to her. And she just kept on snapping at me so many freaking times, like, you're such a bitch, you're so stupid, you don't know what you're doing, redo this reading, I don't like it. And, I'm kind of like, and usually I don't really like having arguments with people as much as possible. I try my best not to get mad at others, like, even though I have temperamental issues, like, I have anger issues. I get angry very easily, but I never show it to other people. I would be the type of person to make a joke and laugh in front of you, even though I'm just so really, really pissed at you. Like, I just want to warn her about that person, because honestly, I'm getting a very bad feeling from that person, and I told her that she should be careful because that person has anger issues, and the married life might lead to something like abuse. Like, it could be physical abuse or just emotional abuse, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't want to tell her, like, oh, this person is so sweet, this person is going to bring you breakfast in bed and live happily fucking ever after, and then the next thing she knew, she's going to be beaten up by this person. You know, like, I don't want that to happen. By the way, I was really pissed off by whatever she did. She basically pushed my asshole button, so I voluntarily refunded her money back to her. And some people would usually ask other tarot readers out there, like, why do you have to be so rude to your clients when they're the ones feeding you and giving you money and all that kind of stuff? Well, bitch, you don't really need someone who treats you like shit, you know? Like, that's stupid. And at the end of the day, I just told myself, like, someday you will thank me for warning you about this person. And I'm not scaring her in some ways or something. But the thing is, I feel like this has a very strong connection to what happened to me earlier. I think my intuition is much more on point when it comes to negative future more than the positive future. And it's something that I really don't want to embrace. I don't really want to develop it. Like, you know, I was always wanting to be a psychic when I was younger. I would usually say something negative and it happens right away. Or I would have random thoughts like something negative and it happens right away as well, comparing to the positive ones, which really puzzles me a lot. And I think the only person that noticed this about me was my psychic friend, and she would always get mad at me whenever I would try to foreshadow things, because I do have the tendency to be like, oh, I feel like this is going to happen or that is going to happen, and I don't really tell it to her or to anyone at all, because I don't really want to get any negative feedbacks from other people. And at the same time, I just usually disregard it because I think that is just a normal thing to happen to everyone. Until another nightmare came, which only happened a while ago. Because last night I was about to sleep, and I usually sleep like around midnight. And it was very, very dark already. And I was just waiting for my eyes to kind of like close, when suddenly there was this vision of something exploding. It's almost like a random thought that entered my mind, but I saw a vision of a big explosion causing a lot of fire. And that really scared the heck out of me, because I was like, shit, why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking this way? And another thing is that I felt that very strong electric current run through my body as that random thought entered my mind, until I fell asleep and I have forgotten about that. And then, a while ago, I decided to take a bath. I was about to take a bath and I was already half naked and, doing some stupid stuff inside the bathroom. And no, I'm not doing some nasty stuff like, females, you know what I'm saying. I'm not doing that. I was just preparing myself to take a bath, when I suddenly heard and felt a very, very loud explosion that really threw me off, that really made me nervous, that even though I was half naked, I had to run away.
Nice.
Because I was so scared. Because initially I thought that the explosion was from our house. So I was like, shit, I need to get out from this house right away, even though I'm naked. It was fucking stupid and funny of me, because I easily get overwhelmed. I easily get nervous. Until minutes later, I already heard like fire alarms. Is that fire alarms? But you know what I'm saying. When there's a fire, you can hear like or whatever the case may be, you can hear that. So it then confirmed that, oh, there was an explosion, there was a fire going on. And then suddenly again I got this epiphany, and I remembered what I was thinking about last night, that I had a vision of something exploding, and it kind of like slowly sinked inside of me, like, shit, it was true, it is supposed to happen. And I was freaking amazed, and at the same time I felt bad for what I was thinking. And now I don't know if that's just a coincidence that I had a vision of something exploding, and then there was this really big loud explosion that happened a while ago. I'm not sure if that's just a random situation, but I don't think that's the worst scenario that I have ever imagined in my mind, because there were also instances, a lot of times, that I have a hunch that someone is going to pass away, that someone is going to die. And all of them happened. So, why am I saying this? Basically, if you are one of those people who likes getting personal readings and asking about maybe your person or just a future spouse or a situation, and a tarot reader told you something negative, please don't get mad at that person. Please don't, feel bad about it, because you never know that maybe what they're saying is already a warning. You don't have to completely believe in it and live in it and, feel bad about it all the freaking time. Like, oh my gosh, my future spouse is going to abuse me or something. You just have to kind of like take chunks of it. And, when you see red flags from your person, just cut them off. And, some of you might. You should trust those tarot readers who's very open to being honest with you, because they're just doing what they need to do. So, yeah, let's get started with your fucking choices in here. So for pile number 1 though, for pile number 2, for pile number 3, for pile number 4. Okay, so here are the choices. You can pick from left to right. You can meditate on the choices if you want, or pause the video if you want as well. That's pretty fine, but yeah. Let's start off with pile number 1. Okay, so for those who chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So, who is your future spouse? This spread in here is going to represent their personality only, and then I'm also going to talk about different things about them. So, like, have you met them? When will you meet? Whatever the case may be, blah blah blah. Like, I will put that in the screen. I'm not going to mention it one by one because there's a lot. But yeah. So this one is going to represent their positive traits, and this one is going to be their negative traits. Now, if you don't want to hear any negative traits in here, you can, skip the video if you want to, or just exit the channel. But, some people are just not really open to hearing something negative when it comes to future spouse reading. So, yeah. So, you got winged messengers in reverse, rest and rejuvenate, judgment in reverse, the 2 of cups in reverse, 8 of scrolls, the 5 of wands, and memories of love, and the tower. So for signs, I'm getting water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and fire, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. You could be those signs, or a person could be those signs, but it doesn't have to be. This pile is kind of like weird in some ways, because this is actually my 3rd time trying to record this reading, but it keeps on, like something weird is going on with your reading. So I don't know what the heck is going on, but hopefully it will kind of like work. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the positive traits first, because I feel like your future spouse is going to be a very calm person. Okay, this person is a very stable person as well. Like, at least on the outer appearance, like they look very stable. I feel like this is the type of person that you would feel very inclined to trust very easily, very quickly, because of their aura, of their presence. I feel like this person doesn't really like being surrounded by a lot of people as well. I don't feel like this person is a serial dater. Something about love in here. I don't feel like this person had a lot of, or has a lot of, or what am I saying once again? I feel like this person haven't had a lot of romantic relationships, okay? They're not really in the dating scene that much. I feel like this person is the type of person to focus more on themselves. I also feel like this person doesn't really like being showy to other people, doesn't like, you know, being flashy. They always like to keep something to themselves. They don't like revealing a lot about who they are as a person as well and how they feel. I also feel like this person doesn't really like confrontations. Again, they prefer to keep it to themselves. Although it's kind of like conflicting in this pile because, or not pile, but spread, because in this one it's like a very calm person, serene person, and then this pile is like, why do I keep saying pile? But this spread is almost like chaotic, like, which is kind of like odd to me. But yeah, so I feel like I don't even know if this is something positive about them, but I feel like this person is kind of like inexperienced when it comes to romantic situation. They're all about the self. They always like to have alone time as well. They will be the type of person like, I have to take care of myself more than other people. It's not that they are selfish, but I feel like, they're the type of person to know their worth, if that makes sense, okay? This person is not really, outgoing or friendly in some ways. I also feel like this person is a good secret keeper. Um, you can trust this person when it comes to your secrets. They are a good, is that confident or confident? I don't even know how to pronounce that, but you can be, or this person can be your pillar. I also feel like this person doesn't like talking, okay? They will talk, but it's usually if it's needed, but if not, like, they just prefer observing other people and just being stable in their place. So this person doesn't really have so many friends, and this person is not also used to romantic relationships. So when it comes to their negative traits, though, this becomes a little bit conflicted because I feel like this person tends to be unpredictable. Like, again, there's this mystery surrounding them. So it's very hard to decipher what they are really all about. And with this memories of love in here, I feel like this goes back to Two of Cups in reverse, where when it comes to romantic situations or their emotions, this person doesn't really know how to express that. Like, I'm getting like they are emotionally immature in some ways, or not really emotionally immature completely, but maybe when it comes to how they express themselves to the person that they like or that they love, it's kind of like, naive in some ways. There's something kind of immature about them in that aspect. I also feel like this person is just really hard to read with Paths Unknown and the Five of Wands in here. Yeah. I feel like this person, even though they have a very calm demeanor, they have anger issues. I feel like they explode very easily, or at least they get angry, they get irritated very easily. So you should be a little bit careful around this person because it's kind of like hard to, read them in some ways. And I feel like this person is really, really bad when they're mad. I mean, everyone can be like that, but I feel like this person is just, you won't like them when they're mad. They are not someone that you can mess with. I also feel like this person has a tendency to be indecisive. They change their mind a lot. The funny thing about this person is that even though they have anger issues, they usually kind of like keep it to themselves. You know what I mean? Where I kind of like can relate to this, where like, you get mad at something very easily, but at the same time, you don't really express that to someone. You just keep it to yourself. They always put up this facade that everything is okay, like, yeah, I'm okay, because they don't want confrontations, but deep inside, they're already kind of like raging in fire or raging in anger because of what you did. I feel like this person gets hurt very easily as well. Like, they're, yeah, they're easily wounded because they have a very fragile um, heart, but at the same time, they don't express that. Like, this will be the type of person that even if you hurt this person again and again so many times, they will still try to show you that I'm fine, I'm okay. And, deep inside, they're kind of like already killing you in their mind. So that's what I'm seeing there. So let's see if you have already met this person. So you got effortless. Okay, so this is kind of like confusing because the first time that I saw this card, I'm almost getting like you already know this person. But when I clarified it, it's almost like, okay, so this can be for two different groups in here. So it's not something specific. So for some of you, you already know this person, but you have no single clue that this person is your future spouse. Like, it's almost like, what? Like, this person is my future spouse? Like, you're not really expecting that. For the others of you, you haven't met this person just yet. Yeah. I'm getting like a subtle energy in here where, you already met this person. If you have already met this person, or if you will be meeting this person, whatever the case may be, you're not going to get the signs, you're not going to get synchronicities, or anything like that. You're not going to expect this person. So let's see, when will you meet this person? So you got Three of Pentacles. For some of you, if you haven't met this person just yet, it might take, Pentacles is a very slow moving energy, so it might take 3 years before you meet this person. Okay, if you haven't met this person just yet. If you have already met this person, you're basically kind of like, this person in a very, you are communicating with this person in a platonic way. This person is in your vicinity, and it might be something related to careers, but it's very platonic. That's why you're not really seeing this person as your future spouse. So how will you meet this person? Let's see. So you got detox time, release toxins from your body, mind, and diet. You also got happy in reverse and here and now. By the way, when it comes to the time frames of when will you meet your future spouse, it doesn't have to be that it will take 3 years before you meet this person. It might only mean that, it will take a very long time, like years, like maybe 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, like, just take what resonates. But it's not going to be months, it's not going to be weeks or days, it's going to take years. So, like I said earlier, for a small amount of you, you could have met, or you might be meeting this person in your career, in your workplace. But I feel like for the majority of you, you will be meeting this person at a time where someone is very stressed. Now, it could be you or it could be them, reverse, or not reversed, but roles can be reversed in here. One person is kind of like very stuck in a cycle, in a pattern and routine for a very long time. And because of that, they just want to change. They're getting tired of it and they're not happy and satisfied with what they are getting in their life. And by the time that they are stressed, they will decide to go to a place that is very calm, very peaceful, and very relaxing. You got a lot of green in here, which always reminds me of the heart chakra. So it's kind of like a relaxing feeling. It makes you feel good. So it could be different scenarios in here. For some of you, it could be going to, just a quiet place like coffee shop, or going to a vacation. What else? Like going to a park, spa, mall, whatever the case may be. I feel like this is something that makes you feel more at ease and makes you feel like you're having a good time. For some of you, it could be amusement park, although it's not really a peaceful place of some sort. But, you will enjoy this time, or you'll be enjoying this place. That's what I'm seeing. For a small portion of you, you might meet this person at the gym because you got detox time in here. For some of you, it doesn't have to be that the place is very quiet or calm. It might only indicate that it will make you feel more calm. I feel like you will have a very small platonic talk with this person, but it's not really something like, flirting with you. So let's see if this person's, or what is their possible physical appearance, okay? So you got strength in reverse, communion, and throat chakra. Okay, I feel like your person, whether it's a male or a female, this person, they're kind of like petite in some ways, okay? I'm not seeing someone with a strong, broad, big build. I'm getting like someone more on the possibly shorter side. If it's a female, this female is going to be very petite, short, long hair. And if it's a guy, I don't feel like this guy is very well built. They may be in short or average height. I'm not seeing tall people. When it comes to skin tones in here, they could be in a darker complexion, tan skin or darker complexion, but there's something light about them as well, like maybe blue eyes or brown eyes. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of mixed colors in here. I feel like this person has a very friendly appearance about them. Like they seem very approachable. They seem like you can trust them very easily just by how they look. I also feel like this person kind of like a long nose. Yeah. I also feel like when it comes to the eyes though, this person has a very intense eyes. Like it's almost like when this person looks at you, it seems like they're piercing your soul. If it's a male, it's not really a very petite guy. They're in average build. For hair, I'm getting brown hair in here. Something about being brunette, like dark hair, brown hair. For men and women. So, let's see what will this person like about you. By the way, this is not like what will they like about you as a wife. It's almost like a first impression when they meet you. Like, just to stroke your ego. Okay, so you got shape shifting, emotional withdrawal in reverse, and to be fair. So I feel like what this person will like about you is the fact that you seem to be a very adaptable person, okay? This person will see you as someone like um go with the flow kind of person. Like you're not really complicated to be with. You're very easy to talk to. You're very comfortable to be around with as well because you're not guarded. You're very open. I also feel like this person will like that you are going to be very mature in the way you talk, in the way you approach things. This person will, but to be fair in here, like they will like how you have this regal vibe about you. They will view you as someone like very intelligent, and they will be like, wow, I really like how this person talks. Like they feel like you know a lot. That's what I'm seeing. This person will like how, you know, you're always by the book. There's something about you that is not the type of person to take advantage of other people. So, you know, they're trustable and they can also see that you are trustable. That's why they will see like a compatibility in that. And I feel like this person will also like the way you dress. Yeah, you got the owl in here, so you're very knowledgeable for this person. They just have a very high regards of you. Like they really, really respect you because not because of your appearance, but it's because of the way you approach things. I also feel like this person will see you as someone like very good to communicate with, someone very easy to get along with. So basically, this person will view you as someone like very well rounded, someone who can multitask different things. Like they find you to be hardworking, or at least that's how you look. You seem like you're very dedicated in what you do. I also feel like this person likes how you have a lot of facets about you. Like you're very interesting. The thing that I'm getting in here is that your vibe to this person is very professional. You know, someone that you can't just flirt very easily, someone that you can't mess around or play around because you seem to be, you know, very respectable as an individual. So, for the last one, let's see how the married life is going to be like, basically. So you got, I came as an extension of source energy. You came as physical extensions of source energy, understanding that you would explore contrast, causing expansion not only for you but for all that is. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way and by understanding that the relationship between you and you is not one of the separateness, but of alignment and resonance. When you master the art of allowing your consistent alignment with the source within you, every other relationship will be beneficial and pleasurable. You also got be willing to express love to receive love in reverse. You also got the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye, and acts. Break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. So, the thing that I'm getting from your married life with this person is that this relationship seems like a very calm relationship, okay? I don't know why, but I feel like would be expressive or be willing to express your love in reverse in here. Both of you are not really showy when it could be one or both of you are not going to be expressive and showy of how you feel for the other person. But yeah, it's almost like, how should I explain that? I feel like on the physical, the way that your relationship is going to appear for other people is that it seems like a very cold relationship. It doesn't seem to be like, like an exciting relationship. It might, some people might find it boring because I'm getting like a practical energy from your married life. Because with I came as an extension of source energy in here, this relationship is going to be good in terms of practicality. It's almost like you are going to be a good team because both of you know how to work together. You're not trying to conflict each other by, some relationships are just not really working out because they have different personalities about them, they have different beliefs and traditions and blah blah blah. But this one, you are going to work out because you understand how to complement each other, if that makes sense. Because you know that being married is almost like being a team. So it's your job, it's your responsibility to act that way for your family. So basically, it is going to be a stable relationship. But when it comes to the emotion part, that is going to be conflicted because it's almost like, no one is really expressive, not really showy, especially your person. They're kind of like naive when it comes to love. But there's a lot going on in this relationship. It's just not really being shown, You love each other, you care about each other, but at the same time, you're not showing that. That's why you got the heart of the matter. It's a very stable relationship. It might seem boring. It might seem like nothing is happening, and I'm sorry for the background noise. Okay. So, like, it doesn't seem like a very loving relationship, but there is a lot of things going on deep inside. When it comes to the acts, though, at first I was really confused, but then I kind of like figured out that for some of you, this relationship might not really last for a very long time just because both of you doesn't really express yourself in a romantic way. But yeah, you got 4 in here and you also got 4, so you got 2 4s in here, so this is going to be a very calm and stable relationship. But communication is the problem, not just about being expressive of how you feel, but I feel like in general about the communication in here, you might not be kind of like on the same page with the way you communicate yourself. But I feel like you will do good when it comes to the material aspect of this relationship. Like, like having that home, having that complete family, having that stable job. You can provide that for each other and for your children, for your future children if you want children. So, yeah. So I think that's all what I'm seeing for your reading. Hopefully this will resonate. And that will be all. Bye. Okay, so for those who chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So who is your future spouse? If you have skipped the introduction, this reading is going to be divided into parts in here. So the first part is going to be the personality, and then have you met them, when will you meet, blah blah blah. Like, I will put that on the screen because there's a lot and I don't want to mention all of it. So this part is going to be the positive traits of your future spouse, and then this part in here is going to represent their negative traits. Now, if you don't want to hear the negative traits, you can skip the video if you want to, or you can just exit the channel if you want to, because some people are just not really open to negative stuff when it comes to these type of topics. And I get you, I understand. But you got Archangel Gabriel, triumphant success in reverse, Queen of Wands, the Akashic Library, balance in reverse, and the 4 of Wands. So for signs, I'm getting a lot of fire in here. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And I'm also seeing air. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You could be those signs, or a person could be those signs, but it doesn't have to be. Let's start off with the positive traits of this person first, because this person is, very interesting as an individual, because your future spouse is going to be like an inspiration for a lot of people. Not because of how they look, not because of, physicality, but it's almost like because of their words, because of their knowledge. They are like, they motivate people. They kind of like spark something in people. Because with the Archangel Gabriel in here, I do see that, this person is very into communicating and just maybe public speaking. For some of you, this person might have a career related to public speaking, or, if they're still a student, there could be something related to, speaking in general. But this person is just really good at talking, and at the same time, this person has a lot of wisdom to share to people. Because I'm not really good with angels. Basically, I don't have any single idea about angels, but as far as I know, Archangel Gabriel is all about, he is the messenger. I don't know if this is a female or a male.
NANI?
Whatever. It could be a female or a male, I don't really know. So basically, this person is like the messenger. Like, it could be even possible that this person is like, how should I put it? Like, he's like one of those examples, like tarot readers out there who, whose life purpose is related to sending messages to people, because they channel it from the universe, they channel it from the higher sources. So for some of you, it's possible that this person might be a little bit psychic, and they kind of like get information somewhere else. But I feel like this person has a lot to offer. And I feel like this person is the type of person to always, protect you as a friend, as a lover, whatever the case may be. This person will always try to be by your side, just comforting you, being that light for you, like helping you to mature and to transform. And at the same time, I also feel like this person is a very confident person. I don't know if I already mentioned that earlier, but this person, doesn't mind their flaws, doesn't mind their weaknesses. This person is very empowered. Like, they're just like in pile number 1. This person is very awakened as well. It's almost like this person is the type of person to use their insecurities to use it as their strength, to make them feel more empowered. And with triumphant success in here in reverse, only kind of like tells me that this person doesn't really beat around the bush. Like, if they want to say something, it's direct. They don't filter it. They don't have time for, like dilly-dallying, but they're always on point when it comes to their communication. Pretty much why most people will kind of like feel kind of like comfortable to believe this person, because they're really good with their words. And this person will encourage you a lot, okay? This person will push you to your limits just to kind of like come out of your comfort zone. When it comes to their negative traits though, I don't really see this as, I don't know why, but I don't really see this as something negative. But since we're talking about the negative traits, I have to kind of like find something negative. So I feel like the only thing about this person is that even though they have a lot of knowledge to share to other people, they tend to be really overwhelming with their knowledge as well. Like, you can meet those type of people who talks a lot, and they seem like those walking encyclopedias around there, and they just talk very smart, intelligent, and you will feel very intimidated because of that. Like, you will feel lesser than them. I've met a lot of people who talks like they're an encyclopedia, and I just get really, really intimidated by them. That's why, I usually don't prefer super intelligent people, because it kind of like makes you feel more stupid about yourself.
Bruh.
But aside from that, what I'm saying is that this person talks a lot. Like, you will find yourself to be kind of like drained when you are around this person. The thing is, this person is a smooth talker. They're really good with how they deliver their words, because it's almost like it's very easy for me to talk in this pile comparing to pile number 1. In pile number 1, I was like stopping all the freaking time. So yeah, again, this person can be somehow a little bit draining your energy, because they always like to have intelligent conversations with people. I also feel like this person has a tendency to be self-righteous. So the next thing that I'm getting about this person is that this person is kind of like a happy-go-lucky person. And sometimes that can be a negative trait, especially when you need to be fucking serious about something and they will be like, woo, yay! Like, they're just kind of like, all over the fucking place, and they're not taking things seriously. Because again, they have this very fiery, passionate, and bright ball of sunshine energy. And for some people, it might be annoying, because it's almost like, I don't care what's going to happen in the future. I just want to have fun. I just want to make other people happy. So, for some of you, this is not going to resonate for all of you, but I feel like this person is... I'm not saying that they're a player. For some of you, they could be. But this person has the tendency to be very flirtatious. Even if they're not really romantically interested in that person, they're just very flirty in the way they talk. So just be mindful of that. So with balance and reverse in here kind of like reinforces to what I'm saying, that this person is kind of like all over the place, because usually, especially if this is a fire signs tend to kind of like be all over the place sometimes, because they're full of energy, they're full of light to share to other people. And yeah, I'm trying to see if I can see anything else. Okay. For others of you, this is something super specific, but this person has the tendency to be... This is a negative trait about your person, okay? They're kind of like touchy in some ways, okay? They can be very sexual. And sometimes it might seem rude to other people. They're very, comfortable with their sexuality. So let's see if you have already met this person. Okay, so you got purification. By the way, I already shuffled it. That's why, I got these cards for your pile. So yeah, you got purification in reverse. So I'm just gonna clarify this one. This is kind of like annoying me, because I think I'm also getting 2 answers in here for pile number 2, where for some of you, you might have already met this person, but it's someone from the past that you have already dealt with. And for others of you, you haven't met this person, but it's almost like you're very close to meeting this person. So let's see, when will you meet this person in here? You got the 4 of Swords. So Swords is a very fast energy, so it is possible that... Okay, this is a general reading, so this is not going to apply for all of you. Months will be different, but it could be 4 months. But again, it's a very fast energy, so it will only take months before... Well, we're already at the end of the year, so... Like, you could meet this person next year, but it will only take a few months before you meet this person if you haven't met this person just yet. Okay? If you have already met this person and you're not sure who is this person, you had a break, you had separation from this person. Okay? Whether you have been in a connection with this person or not, it doesn't matter. There is a break with you and this person right now. And it's about to kind of like reconcile. So, how will you meet this person? So you got daily practice. The more you practice your new skills, the more comfortable and confident you become. You also got co-create and milk and honey. I think this is the most clear message that I got, or that I will get from out of all the piles, because I feel like you will most likely meet this person in kind of like an institution. Like, not everyone is a student in here, but it almost feels like school to me. So if you are still a student watching this, you will basically meet your future spouse in your school. Okay? Because with daily practice and co-create in here, and milk and honey kind of like gives me a feeling that you're honing yourself or honing your skills, and you're kind of like transforming to kind of like pursue that right career path for you. Could be college or something. Yeah, it kind of like seems like college to me. And if you're not a student, you'll just most likely meet this person where there's a lot of productivity going on. Like, it could be work, any sort of institution or workplace where you kind of like you do your passion in some ways in here. So in general, this is like work or school. I'm getting a professional vibe in here. But the thing that I'm getting is that there's a lot of, kind of like, how should I put that? A starter kind of energy. So it's possible that you will meet this person when you move into a different job, different school. Like, you're starting off something new in here. It could be different for people. If you are already working, it might just indicate that maybe you're doing a job that you are not really accustomed to, or you're not really you're not still professional about, if that makes sense. It's almost like a new thing for you. It's a new environment. It's a new experience. If you are a student, it's almost like you will meet this person when you are stepping into a new level in your school, like maybe stepping as a college student, or you're just transferring schools in here, or maybe you're changing your major, something along those lines. But I feel like you really like what you're doing in here, in this kind of situation, when you meet this person. And you're kind of like growing, planting seeds for yourself. And I feel like the viewer is going to be kind of like, how should I put that? It's almost like your person has that position that is looked up by a lot of people, okay? It's possible that they could be a teacher, or just maybe they have a very high position in whatever place you will meet this person, and you will be that kind of like practitioner in some ways. It's almost like your person is going to be an expert in what they're doing while you're still like, having those taking those baby steps to be that professional person, or to be good in what you're doing. I hope I'm making sense, but the bottom line in here is that this could be any institution or any professional setting where you learn. So let's see their physical appearance. So you got Earth Magic in reverse, partnerships and alliances in reverse, and fertility. I feel like this person might seem a little bit hard to approach at first, okay? There's something about their appearance that seems a little bit rugged for some reason, because with Earth Magic in reverse, whether it's a male or a female, with Earth Magic in reverse in here, it's almost like an innocent energy if it's upright, but it's in reverse, so it's almost like this, you know, very strong energy surrounding them. They are good looking. I would say they are good looking, but they don't seem like someone that you would want to approach to, because they seem very respected. They seem very intimidating. If it's a female, this person has a very beautiful hair. They have long hair. It could be brown of some sort. Like, they have a lot of dark features about them, even in males. They just have a very thick hair about them. I also feel like, you know, they're very balanced in everything. Like, in their body build is just average for females and for males. Like, they seem very abundant. Like, maybe the way they dress, the way they just the way they look, they seem like they're well off. And I feel like because of that kind of presence that they have, they attract a lot of people around them. They just seem very beautiful inside and out. They radiate that very beautiful, strong energy, but at the same time, it's almost like, whoa, I don't want to talk to that person because they seem so intimidating. If this is a woman, this woman has a very nice figure about them. Not super thin, not super thick kind of body. It's just right, but you know, they have very good curves about them. If this is a man, you know, they're just average. I'm not seeing something crazy in here. I feel like this person's facial feature might be kind of chiseled in some ways. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of, again, dark. So brown eyes, black hair, brown hair. I'm not seeing like blonde people in here. I also feel like they could be tall, okay? Whether it's a male or a female, they are tall individuals. So let's see what will be their, not what will be their, but what will they like about you? Not as a wife, by the way. This is like a first impression kind of thing, where what will they like before marrying you? So you got innocence in reverse, universe, and chaos and conflict. So the first thing that came into my mind when I was shuffling this part in here is that this person will think that you are wild, okay? Whatever wild may be for you. It could mean that you're just very bold, upfront, and who doesn't beat around the bush as well. Or maybe you just like wearing very sexy clothes or whatever. This person thinks that you are very, like, you are the world. They will think that you are the world. Like, they will see you as someone very good looking as well, very attractive. I feel like once you come together with this person, this is going to be like a power couple going on, because you have a very strong energy and this person has a very strong energy. Like, this person will think that you have this very, it's almost like no one can mess with you. And it almost feels like you got your shit together in every situation. And they also like that you are feisty. Is that feisty? Like they like that you seem very feisty. Someone who seems like goal oriented as well. There's a lot of determination in your, how should I explain that? You seem like a very fiery person. That's what I mean. They like how unpredictable you are as well. Like, you're just not just a simple person. You have a lot of, layers to you that they really like. It's like, it's a never ending story when it comes to you. You always shed your skin. They also like that you're not fake. Okay? Because they're not fake, so they don't like pretty much bullshit. I'm getting like an alpha female or male in your vibe. So this person will view you as someone like an alpha person. Someone who knows a lot as well. By the way, this is just what they kind of like view about you and what they think they like about you. It doesn't have to be true. I also feel like this person will like the fact that you seem very mature. But they will like your eyes. Something about your eyes that will find them, or that will find very mesmerizing. The funny thing is that while I was explaining this part, I keep on stumbling with my words, so it wouldn't be possible, or it would be possible that this person is going to be really, really kind of like caught off guard when they meet you. They're going to be very mesmerized by you, and it's almost like they can't speak.
Surprise, motherfucker!
The last thing that I'm getting is that there's this leader kind of like energy from you that they also like. So it's almost like this person is liking you because they can see the similarities between the both of you. So let's see what will be your married life with this person. So you got why do I want the relationship I want? Take a chance on love and healing heart. Okay, so let me read this first. Think about what you want in a relationship and why you want it. Look for those around you who are experiencing good relationships and feel appreciation for them. Make list of the positive aspects of those good feeling relationships you have spent time with. In fact, one of the fastest ways to make your way to a wonderful relationship is to find any subject that consistently feels good, even if it has nothing to do with relationships, and focus on that. So far, I feel like this is the most positive married life that I may get from all of the piles, because again, you can see like this one and this one, like they're kind of like in this together. Like they're kind of like intertwined. Whatever, but you know what I'm saying. It's almost like your married life with this person is going to be like a power couple. Like, both of you are very similar in some ways, and because of that, that's going to kind of like create a very good team. This is beautiful. You're basically on the same page as this person. That's why you're going to understand each other. You're going to vibe a lot as well. And with a take a chance on love in here, I feel like your relationship is not, every relationship is not easy, but it's almost like both of you are always on the same boat. If there is a problem arising, both of you are always going to find solutions for it, because, I've seen a lot of married couples out there who's not really acting like they're married at all, because there's problems and all that kind of stuff, but instead of them having this teamwork, they keep on clashing, they keep on arguing about who's better, who's not, or who should do this and who should do that. There's no compromise happening, but in this connection there's going to be a compromise. They are saying that it's not going to be a very easy married life, but it's almost like because both of you are in this together and united in some ways, energetically and physically, this is going to lead into something very long term. It's almost like you're always let's do this, let's fix this, because we can do this, like, you know. Yeah. And healing heart, this is really nice because both of you are going to help each other grow in here a lot, which is very essential in every relationship. You should never destroy your partner, but you should always kind of like spark some sort of transformation within them.
Wow.
Both of you are going to help each other heal from any wounds, whether that is going to arise in the relationship itself or from your own personal situation or experiences in life. Both of you are going to be the healers and going to be the therapists of each other. And another thing that I'm getting in here is that it's almost like the way you think and this person thinks is the same, very similar. That's why sometimes, even if you're not saying anything at all, this person will know that. They can read your mind in some ways. So you're connected in a very energetic, spiritual level. I feel like also this relationship is going to be the exciting relationship because you're always going to travel a lot, whether that be overseas or just, somewhere in your place. Like, there's going to be a lot of fun times with this person. So it's almost like your future spouse is going to be your best friend at the same time. So that's all what I'm seeing for your reading. Hopefully this made sense. If you feel like it resonates or it will resonate, leave a comment down below, and that'll be all. Bye. Okay, so for those who chose pile number 2 or pile number 3, this is going to be your reading. So who is your future spouse? If you have skipped the introduction, this reading is going to be divided into parts in here. The first part is going to be the personality, and then have you met them, and when will you meet, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. I'm going to put that on the screen. But this one is the personality. So this part is the positive traits, and this part is going to be the negative traits. If you don't want to hear the negative traits in here, you can skip the video because some people are just not really open to hearing that. But let's start off with the cards first. So you got 2 worlds in reverse, financial and material changes in reverse, the waiting game in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands, the Queen of Roses, wisdom, the Page of Pentacles. This is the Empress, okay? So for signs, I'm getting a lot of fire, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and also Earth, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I'm also getting Sagittarius in here. You could be those signs, or a person could be those signs, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. So I'm gonna be starting off with the positive traits first. To be honest, the negative traits and the positive traits in here, or should I say the negative traits, it's not really something negative, but I feel like it's kind of like exaggerated in some ways. And the first thing that came into my mind as I'm seeing the spread is that this person, most of these people, have a big life purpose in this lifetime, or at least that's how they're coming off to me, or that's how they see themselves in this lifetime, okay? Because I feel like this person is a very and by the way, before I was doing this reading, this person is kind of like funny in some ways, because I feel like this person is fidgety. Like, they can't stand when they're stagnant. They always like moving, because a while ago I just keep doing weird movements. But putting that aside, this person is almost like a very, I'm not gonna say that this person is practical. This person is a very passionate person, okay? I feel like this person in the past, or maybe until now, they don't really have the best stable life. They're usually kind of like living in a poverty lifestyle, And yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse in here and the financial and material changes in reverse only indicates to me that this person is very unfortunate when it comes to money. And because of that, they have learned how to be wise about life. You know, I feel like this person has had a lot of negative or bad life experiences, and they have learned from that, and they kind of like apply that to make them much more stronger than they were before. So I do see that this person has grown to be much more resourceful, because with the King of Wands in here, it's almost like this person is, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that so I can be successful, I can be rich, I can be famous. This person has a lot of goals, and most of those goals are very big, very like, and the way I'm talking right now, it's almost like this person has a big pride. Like, they're very proud of themselves, even though they lack, even though they lack financial stability in their life, even though they're still not there yet, because I do see that they are working on it. This person is a very hardworking person, and I also feel like this person is the type of person to do something for a living out of their passion, not something that they don't want to do, because this person is kind of like living by their heart chakra, if that makes sense. They are not like, I have to do this because this is something that is usual, or I have to take this job because it's something that will give me a lot of money. It's almost like this person is, okay, I will take this job because this is my passion. And this person is the type of person to be like making a scrap into gold. They know how to recycle something into something beautiful. This person is very resourceful, very strategic, very wise and intelligent. Like, I'm almost getting like a street smart person in here, okay? And I also feel like this person doesn't wait, they pounce. It's almost like they have this like saying in their mind, like, what's the point of waiting when you can just pounce on it? They are achievers in some ways in here. And I feel like this person talks with pride as well. Like, I feel like whenever this person talks, you will feel very uplifted, feel very motivated to do something in your life as well, because they talk big. They believe in themselves. And because of that, they kind of like give that energy to people that they should also believe in themselves and pursue their goals. For some of you, this is a very specific message, so this is not going to resonate for all of you. But this person has transformed a lot. I feel like this person may be kind of shy before, and then they kind of like grew to be more confident. Like, there was a change in this person's life, and it's very drastic. It's almost like they're a complete person before. What else? I feel like this person is all about the money in here. They're very focused on the material world. That's what I'm seeing. I don't feel like this is the type of person to be like focused on love a lot. Maybe for some of you, this person is very focused on, dating, but I don't think so. This person is a very productive person. They always like to work. They don't like, wasting time on shit. Yeah, with two worlds in here, it kind of like, it took me time to interpret this pile in here, because I'm getting that this person, again, it's almost like this person is promising themselves, like, I promise I am going to be successful. Like, a lot of determination. This person is very goal oriented. This pile is kind of like similar to pile number 2, but the only difference is that this person is much more a street smart person, and they're kind of like not really, well off in some ways. Pile number two is kind of like doing well in their life, but this person is almost like a fighter in here. You know what? I feel like when it comes to romantic situations, though, this person is not the type of person to be like, oh my gosh, I don't think this person likes me. I don't want to take action. They might just reject me. Like, the usual thing. I feel like this person is like, I believe this person likes me. So I'm just going to take action towards them and pursue them. And, like, this person is not afraid of taking risk.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Even though you got the King of Wands in here and not the Knight of Wands, I'm getting like a very, like someone like an achiever. Like, I get that. I will get that. I also feel like this person is a very strong individual. They're like the bamboo, like whatever challenges comes in their way, they don't care. They will overcome those challenges without feeling, I don't know if this person is even a human being, because they're just amazing in that way, and I really admire that. Like, they're not the type of person to be like, if a challenge comes to their way or comes in their way, they will be like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed, I can't do this anymore, I just want to stay in my room and just feel bad about it. They're like, no, it's just a challenge, no one can kind of like beat me. I will never accept defeat. Very masculine person. Whether this is a female or a male, it doesn't matter. They're very masculine. So when it comes to their negative, I talk a lot about the positive. I forgot about the negative, but here's the thing. I don't feel like this is something super negative, because I feel like, again, like I said earlier, this person feels like they have a big purpose in this world. They know their worth, and because of that, they give a lot to people, okay? They are a giver, they're not a taker. Or taker. Receiver. I feel like that's just that's just the same. Like taker, giver, or receiver. But the thing is, this person always likes to help other people, okay? Almost to the point that it's so selfless that they don't really think about themselves, okay? They think about other people, because with the Empress in here, it's almost like, they got everything in their life, but it's almost like they're not focused on that because it's in reverse. So it's almost like they're only focusing on, is everyone doing well? Is the world doing well as well? Like, they're very kind of like a humanitarian person. Even though they're very focused on their own success, it's not coming from a place of being selfish. They are also the type of person to care a lot about their surroundings, okay? Like, they don't care, how should I put this? They help a lot of people, and because of that, they have the tendency to forget about themselves. They always want Mother Earth to be beautiful, to be, people to be okay, to be safe. Yeah. And with the Page of Pentacles in here, like, give, and not really receiving anything, which is kind of like a bad thing as well, Like, this person always thinks that I have a lot to offer in this world. I have a big purpose that can change the whole humanity. It could be true, it could be false, but at least they're very selfless in that way. But this kind of like confuses me. The Queen of Roses, with Wisdom, yeah, I feel like this person goes out a lot. I feel like they're very outgoing, and once you kind of like get married to this person, you might get annoyed because they're always outside helping other people, doing something, like having their mission, and you're almost like, yeah, you can help other people, you have your goals for other people, you have those missions, but what about us? What about the family? Do you even care about me? I don't know why I'm getting like a missionary vibe in here. And also someone like, doing documentaries of some sort. like they just care about other people a lot. They're always outside, and not because, you know, they're flirting with other people out there, but it's almost like they want to explore the world. Another thing that I'm getting about the Queen of Roses is that this person might have the tendency to be super, super bold, and it can be intimidating for other people as well. It might put you off in some ways because you might misinterpret them as someone aggressive, someone, you know, kind of like arrogant, but they're not. It's just their personality. So let's see, when will you meet this person? Or not when, have you met this person? So I'm not going to do shuffling because I already shuffled the cards. So let's see. So you got creation. So this is a big answer to me, which is a very clear answer as well. Because in pile number 1 and pile number 2, it's very confusing. But I feel like for you, you haven't met this future spouse just yet, okay? Which is good because you might want a new person in your life, and you know. So let's see, when will you meet this person? So you got the Ace of Wands. So again, this is general, so this is not going to resonate for all of you, but Wands is a very fast energy, and you got an ace. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is just going to pop up in your life very quickly, very impulsively, like, you know, you just don't expect it, but that person is already in front of you. For some of you, or maybe for the majority of you, since this is like a start, like a new beginning, you might meet this person next year, which is very, very close. But I really feel like you will meet this person very, very soon, okay? So you don't really have to wait super long for this person. Yeah, and you got an ace, so this is a new person. So let's see how you will meet this person. So you got deserving. You, like all of the God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. You also got message in a bottle and deep knowing in reverse. I just like how this pile is so clear and is so, you know, it's not like complicated. Because, yeah, I like this pile. But this pile, I feel like you will most likely meet this person, for the majority of you, via social media, via, you know, maybe just a random text or call in your phone. I feel like you're not going to meet this person in person. There's going to be distance. This person might live overseas, or just maybe in the same country, but, you know, a bit far from you. Because you got a message in a bottle in here and deep knowing in reverse, which confirms that, you know, you're talking to this person, but you don't really know them that much. And the thing about this connection is that it is really divinely guided. You know, both of you are very different individuals for some reason, especially if this person lives overseas. There's a lot of gap between you and this person, but at the same time, it's almost like the universe did something for this union to happen using the internet. And I also feel like this is something that you really deserve, especially if, you know, you feel like, oh, I don't deserve love. I'm not going to meet that right person anymore because all of the person that is coming in my life are assholes. You deserve love. Not everyone deserves love, but you in particular, the viewer, really deserves this. And it's, you know, like divinely guided. They know that the universe knows that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have that, to have this amazing person here. They may not be well off, they may not be successful just yet, but this person is a really, really good person. I feel like you're going to have very deep conversations with this person. Like, it almost feels like this can go a long way. So let's see what will be their physical appearance? So so you got focus in reverse, vision quest, and emotional loss. Like I said, this person is going to be masculine, very masculine, whether it's a male or a female. I also feel like this person may not be your type, okay? Or maybe, people are different. So for some of you, this might not be someone that you are wanting. And for some of you, this might be something that you're wanting in your life. But with the focus in reverse in here, it's a very attractive card, but it's in reverse. So it's almost like you may not find this person attractive. I'm getting like, I feel like this person might be older than you in some ways, because yeah, I'm getting like a very mature look to this person. It's either they are older in you in age, or they just look very mature. But I feel like they look very tired and worn out, because again, they are this type of person that does a lot of things for other people, for themselves. They're always on the move. So I feel like this person doesn't really have the time to fix themselves. Yeah, if it's a male, I'm imagining someone who has like facial hair. I feel like this person doesn't smile a lot as well. Yeah, they kind of like look a little bit rugged as well, just like in palm number 2. But I feel like this person has tan skin, olive skin. For some of you, they may have lighter skin, but it's kind of like reddish. Like they have a very warm skin tone about them. Like for some of you, it's tanned. For others of you, they have this kind of like orangey, warm, light skin about them. What else? I feel like this person may be a bit broad. If this is a male, they're broad. If this is a female, I feel like they're also broad in some ways. I feel like this person's hair could be leaning more into the brownish hair, like chestnut brown. For some of you, they could be blonde. But I'm not really seeing super dark hair, like super black. Honestly, I feel like this person is attractive, or I mean, they are good looking, but it might be something that you're not really used to, or you would normally go for, because they kind of like have this rugged, look about them, very masculine, alpha kind of energy. I feel like this is the type of person that is not really superficial in the way they appear to people, okay? Considering that they're not really well off, so it's, kind of like reinforcing that they don't wear expensive clothes, jewelries. They're very simple. You might even describe them as someone like who looks dry in some ways. I don't know how to explain that, but so if it's a male, this person has a clean cut hair about them. If it's a female, I feel like this person might have, how should I call that, average length hair. There's something about their hair that seems a little bit frizzy for females. So let's see what will they like about you, not as a wife, but it's almost like their first impression of you, what they will like about you before the marriage. So you got movement in reverse, spiritual union in reverse, and come to the edge in reverse. I feel like what this person will like about you is that you're very feminine. Like it doesn't matter if you are a male or a female watching this, you are much more on the feminine side. And because this person is very kind of like out there and very bold and confident, and you is kind of like an opposite to them, kind of like, I'm getting like a timid energy in here. So this person will like that you are very timid, kind of quiet in some ways, or that's just how you will appear to them. I feel like for the majority of pile number 3s, you are most likely kind of, I don't know why I'm getting like a young energy. Like, you know, someone like inexperienced, it doesn't have to be, but it's almost like someone who's not really out there a lot, someone who doesn't really get along with a lot of people because they always keep their energy to themselves. Because come to the edge in reverse in here almost indicates to me like someone, an introvert and indoorsy. So I feel like this person will like how, you know, you're very kept to yourself. You're not flashy, you're not someone who likes to get attention. Yeah, they like how stable you are. Okay, with spiritual union in here, it's almost like they like how withdrawn you are from other people. They also like that they will find you kind of like calculated and cautious in some ways. Okay, you always want to have a safe spot for you. Okay, you don't like taking risk comparing to this person. Yeah, you're not the type of person to be impulsive with your actions because you think a lot before you act, and they like that. You're also not the type of person to be flirtatious. Like, you know, again, you're kind of like withdrawn. Even in romantic situations, you might be a little bit guarded in some ways, not really someone who's used to flirting with people. I feel like you prefer being on your own. They like how independent you are. What this person also likes about you is that you're not easy to read. Yeah, they feel like they have to adjust with you all the time because it's kind of like hard to predict what you are all about. And with movement and reverse in here, again, a very introvert energy. They like how you don't really rush into things. You always want to be... You always kind of like move slow in here. I also feel like this person really likes how realistic you are as a person. Okay? I'm kind of like wondering though how you will meet this person via social media though. Like who will initiate a conversation or something. But I'm not going to check that. Okay, you are also kind of like reserved with your energy. You just don't share it with anybody that you want. I feel like you're very like, you know, you're very detached is what I'm seeing in here. You just don't connect with anybody easily. So let's see what will be your married life. So you got others' opinions are less important than my personal guidance system. Embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. And the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So I'm gonna be reading this first. So you did not intend to use the opinions of others to measure against your beliefs, desires, or actions in order to determine the appropriateness of them. Instead, you knew and still remembered long after you were born that it was the relationship between the opinion or knowledge of the source within you and your current thoughts. In any moment, that will offer you perfect guidance in the form of your emotional guidance system. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know why I feel like there's an age gap in here. Because while I was looking in your married life, I'm getting like, oh, this is so cute. This is so, like, so cute. Like, like, it's kind of like innocent in some ways. So I kind of like wonder, what is this all about? And then you got a little child in here and like a unicorn. And this unicorn seems like an old guy. I don't know why. But it is possible that your future spouse, or maybe one person in the dynamic in here, is going to be much more older than the other person, okay? Again, it doesn't have to be the age. It just might mean that the other person is very matured because of their life experiences. But, this is going to be like a very... How should I put it? The way this married life is going to turn out to be is almost like your future spouse is going to be your best friend as well, just like in pile number 2. This is going to be a very innocent, kind of like fun married life, and that might sound weird because most married life are not really fun at all. It's all about the problems and like, I don't know, it's not really a very fun moment in your life once you get married, but there's just something about... Okay, had to pause the video just to contemplate on your married life, because with this card, the first thing that came into my mind earlier is that this relationship might get judgments from other people. Now, it could be possible, especially if you're going to marry a person that is much more older than you, that has a very significant age gap. Judgments or judgmental people are all around. So, but it's not going to be a problem if that is going to be the case, because you're like, I love this person loves me. It doesn't matter. The other people's opinions doesn't matter. The other thing that I'm getting is that this married life is going to be all about supporting each other, okay? Like, gaining a lot of guidance from the other person, especially if there's one person older than you or older than the other person. There's going to be a lot of guiding. Yeah. Because in pile number 2, it's all about them being on the same page. Like, they're working together to make the relationship work. But in this dynamic, it's almost like one person is ahead and they're helping the other person to make this relationship work. I hope that's making sense. The only negative thing that I'm getting in here is that one person might be super expressive and the other person might not be really expressive that much, okay? So it might feel a little bit one-sided in here. The other thing that I'm getting is that, this is going to be a married life that is going to be kind of like spoiled in some ways. You might be spoiling this person a lot, or this person will be spoiling you a lot. I'm getting like a very sweet energy in here. Yeah. And, it's almost like being the pillar for each other. Embracing the problems and darkness by each other's side. Like, honestly, I feel like you're going to have a very good talk with this person. You're not going to feel awkward to talk to this person about pretty much everything, because this person will kind of like always adjust to you. Like I said earlier, this person always feels like they need to adjust to your situation, and they're okay with that. They like that. And they're very understanding, and because of that, you're almost like talking to like someone, like a friend. You're almost talking to like a sibling. They're very okay with pretty much any conversation. and you will feel very appreciated because of that. You will feel spoiled. You know, I'm almost getting like, I don't know why I'm getting like sugar daddy in here. I'm almost getting like, one person in here is going to be older than the other person, and then that older person is going to treat the younger person like their little child. It's a very cute energy. The only problem is that, again, judgment from other people, something along those lines. Yeah, this person will always help you, okay? Both of you are going to be helping each other, but I feel like this person will help you much more. And, you know, it's almost like you will always depend on them, like you again, like a pillar of some sort. It's almost like you're not going to see them as your spouse, but it's almost like you're going to see them as a maternal figure as well. Motherly, fatherly figure for you. So I think that's all for your reading. Hopefully this made sense. And that will be all. Bye. Okay, so for those who chose pile number 4, the last pile, this is your reading. So who is your future spouse? If you have skipped the introduction, this reading is going to be divided into parts in here. So the first part is going to be the personality, and then have you met them, when will you meet, and so on and so forth, okay? So this spread is all about the personality, and this one is going to be their positive traits, and this one is going to be their negative traits. You can skip the video if you don't want to hear something negative, but starting off with the cards, you got clearing your way or clearing the way in reverse, moving on, 9 of Cups in reverse, reflection in reverse, the Oracle of Delphi, suffering in silence in reverse, and the 8 of Cups. So for signs, I'm getting a lot of water in here. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be those signs, or a person could be those signs, but it doesn't have to be. So I'm going to be starting off with their positive traits first, because I don't even know if this is something positive about them. Because honestly, I feel like your future spouse is going to be a complete weirdo.
No! God, please, no!
Okay? There's something about them that is kind of like odd in some ways. You know, this is the type of person that you wouldn't really want to be around with because they seem so weird. And they're always alone. Because with moving on, not in reverse, but in upright, I feel like this person is kind of like a loner kind of person. They prefer being alone. They do this on purpose. So if you will try to be friendly towards this person will be like, no, I'm fine on my own. I can be on my own. I'm very independent. Which can be annoying. This person just prefers not having any company because they feel like they're better on their own. I feel like this person is kind of like a nerdy type of person. This person knows a lot of weird facts. I feel like this is a type of person to read conspiracy theories, or, you know, creepy facts, or watching creepy documentaries. Like, they're very knowledgeable. That's what I'm seeing, but their knowledge is weird. This is so specific, it's not going to resonate for all of you, okay? But I feel like this person is into psychology. Yeah. I almost feel like this is a black sheep of kind of sort, where they follow the beat of their own drum. They don't care about other people. They might even have a weird, very odd sense of style. Or just the way they appear when it comes to their appearance. It might not be really super appealing. But this person is a visionary. Like, just like in other piles, this person has a lot of goals. And they just keep that to themselves. They don't share it. I feel like this person is a busybody as well. Like, they always... I don't even know why I can't talk in this pile comparing to the other piles. This person might have problems with their expression, with their throat chakra, but this person has their own bubble, has their own world, kind of like a little bit idealistic in some ways. This person is kind of like living in a different world, so you might kind of like perceive them as an alien. I also feel like this person is into literature, like, you know, they like writing poems, novels, maybe they also like drawing. They're kind of like into those things. They might like books in general. I also feel like this person is very hard to read, okay? They're not the type of person to be into romantic relationships a lot. They're very hard to catch. That's what I'm seeing. They're very hard to follow as well. Like, you know, this person is almost like one of those hard to get people. Like, okay, you need to do something in order for you to get through my wall, because this person is almost like they always build a wall for everyone, and you know, you always have to try very hard just to know this person. Yeah, like I'm getting a very reserved energy from this person. They only give their energy to very few people. They're not superficial beings, is what I'm seeing. They're more of the, I feel like this person is a very deep person. You just need to get through that wall. That's the problem. This person is kind of like sensitive in here. That's why it kind of like fits that they could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They may be even very intuitive. Or maybe even like a psychic like. Comparing to Paul number 3, Paul number 3 is almost like, oh, I love life, I love Mother Earth, I love nature, and feels like they're very exaggerated in that way. But with this person, this is almost like the type of person that even if there's a war happening and everyone is panicking, it's almost like this person is still chill. They're like, yeah, I don't care, whatever, I'm just doing my own thing. They're kind of like oblivious around their surroundings or around them. With clearing the way in reverse in here, I feel like this person doesn't really like getting help from other people, okay? They like depending on themselves. This person always refuses help from other people. This person really don't like conflict. And I feel like this person doesn't really have any problems of moving on from things. Like, you know, if you don't serve them, if you don't treat them right, they don't care. They will just walk away from you. They will cut you off from their life because, again, they're doing their own thing. They're following the beat of their own drums. So when it comes to their negative traits though, I'm seeing a lot of dark cards in here, dark energy. So I feel like this person doesn't really listen, okay? They listen to themselves, not to other people. I feel like this is the type of person. It's kind of like weird because you got moving on in here and you got the eight of cups in here. I feel like when it comes to emotions though, this person tends to keep a lot to themselves. They don't express, they're not really used to expressing themselves emotionally. Even if you hurt them, or you say something offensive, they will not tell you that they're hurt. But I feel like this person is a very sensitive person, to be honest. Like, they get hurt very easily, very fragile. And they usually just, again, suffering in silence in reverse in here. This could be an emphasis that this person is really, really secretive. And I don't know why, I'm getting like this person might have the tendency to be tunnel visioned. They also might have the tendency to not see the bigger picture in life. You know? They may sometimes, even though they have this visionary trait about them, and they have a lot of knowledge, I feel like when it comes to maybe just in their personal life, maybe with their emotions, they tend to be kind of like immature in some ways. when a problem arises in this person's life, they're not the type of person to find ways to fix it. They move on from it. They escape from it. Which is a kind of like a bad habit as well. Like, this is the type of person that, you know, even if something can be still fixed, like maybe a relationship, any situation, they would be like, what's the point? What's the point of fixing that connection or that situation when, you know, it hurt me, when it doesn't serve me anymore? Like, you know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I just want to move on with my life. I'm getting a lot of escapism. Is that escapism or escapism? Like, they run away a lot from their problems. And at the same time, with Oracle of Delphi, they don't listen to advices. They listen to their own judgment. So let's see if you have already met this person. So I have already shuffled your cards. So yeah. You got completion. Ooh. Right away, you already know this person. This is a very clear answer in here that, you know, this person might be someone from the past. It doesn't have to be that you have been in a relationship with this person, but, you know, you just may know this person from the past but never had a relationship with them and connection with them. For some of you, you do have a connection with this person. But yeah, there was a breakup or separation that happened in this connection. So when will you meet this person if you haven't? This is funny. You got the Lovers in here. Yep, you already met this person. This could be your past relationship, or maybe your past spouse of some sort for some of you. So that's a very easy one. So let's see how you will meet this person. You got time management, clean it up, and serendipity. Time management. Place your priorities at the top of your to-do list and don't allow distractions to deter your focus. This is more of a career vibe to me, so you might meet this person in your career, or maybe, I don't want to say school if you're still a student though, but I'm getting like, place your priorities at the top of your to-do list and don't allow. Yeah, I feel like this is career, okay? Where everyone is competitive, everyone is busy. I don't feel like you'll meet this person. I don't feel like you will meet this person by accident. It was not random. It's not like you met this person, you know, at the bar and you kind of like flirted with each other. Not like that. You expect to see this person every day. That's what I'm seeing with serendipity. Okay, so let's see the physical appearance though. So you got stillness, reflection in reverse, and patience. For skin tones though, I'm not just seeing one kind of like complexion in here. I'm seeing it could be lighter skin person, and for some of you this could be someone who has darkish skin person. Yeah, I feel like their style, they have a weird sense of fashion style about them. I'm getting like this person might be on the medium build for some of you. For others of you, this person could be plus sized. Somehow I feel like this person likes wearing very, I don't want to say thick clothing, but it's almost like they like wearing sweaters, jackets, something that covers their whole body. They don't like really showing their body, something like that. They're kind of like conservative in some ways. If this is a woman though, this woman could be most likely black. because I'm getting like a black person in here and black person in here. Yeah. So they have a lot of dark features for women, but if it's a man, I feel like this man is more on the lighter skin tone. You can reverse it, okay? It can be switched where the man in here or the guy in here is going to have like black features about them, and then vice versa. But for man, I'm seeing for the majority of you, the man in here, the male, is going to have like blonde hair and lighter skin tone. I feel like this person might not be really someone who's very conscious of how they look. They don't really care about how they look, you know? Like, I'm getting like a quiet confidence from this person. This person might look young. Yeah, despite of their age, they look young. But I also feel like if this is a female, this female doesn't wear makeup. Okay? They like being simple. You rarely see them wearing makeup, to be honest. I feel like this person has a very calm demeanor about them. And people might find them boring. They might look boring. I don't know why. Maybe because of the way they dress, or maybe how they look. It's almost like people might find them plain and not really attractive. Now, it might not be true. They could be attractive, but it's almost like, I would be honest, I don't feel like this person is super beautiful. They're average, males or females. That's why people find them plain. And you know, some of you might be thinking like, oh, everyone is beautiful in their own ways. Don't be so fucking judgmental. I'm just reading the cards, okay? I'm not judging in here. This person is kind of like to the extreme when it comes to their skin tone though. Like, I'm seeing someone very, very light skin tone, and then I'm also seeing someone with very, very dark skin tone. I'm not seeing someone who's in between. So let's see, what will this person like about you? So you got breach in reverse, temptation in reverse, and truth be told. Okay, so what this person really likes about you, or will like about you if you haven't met this person, is that you are very realistic and no bullshit. Because this person is, you know, even though they're weird, it's not that they're a bad person. I feel like this person is just wanting real people around them, okay? They're very sensitive to energies. Some of them might be even psychics. But with you, it's almost like they just like how authentic you are. It's almost like you speak with your truth. You're not someone like a fake ass bitch around there. There's just something really original about you. And they find that really interesting. And at the same time, they feel like you are a very grounded person. So they like the fact that you don't make rash decisions. You are very down to earth. You're also very kind of like practical in some ways, very stable. You keep your feet on the ground. And I also feel like this person finds you cute. That might sound weird, but this person will find you kind of like adorable in some ways. Like, they might, for the viewers of pile number 4, you might be having like a baby face about you. Like, you might look young as well. The thing is, I feel like this person views you as someone very pure, with a good heart. They think that you always have good intentions when it comes to other people. And they can feel that. And I feel like that's true. Yeah. This person likes that you are always trying your best to be nice to people. Okay? I also feel like what this person likes about you is that you're very simple as well. So you're kind of like a little bit similar to this person in that way. I'm almost getting that you make this person flutter in some ways. You make their heart flutter. It almost feels like this person is simping on you.
NANI?!
Like, you know, I'm almost getting like an image where there's a very cute, again, genders doesn't really matter, but there's this cute female out there, and then there's this weirdo who's kind of like a loner, and then, you know, they're kind of like secretly simping on that female, that cute female. That's what I'm seeing in here. They just adore you a lot. And the thing is, I don't really know what to say anymore. I'm almost like speechless for this pile. And I'm almost getting that this person also wants to tell you that please keep being simple. Please keep being natural. I feel like for pile number 4s, most of you have a very natural beauty about you that you don't really need makeup anymore. And I'm not saying that people who wears makeup doesn't have any natural beauty at all, but I'm just saying that most of you are very beautiful beings that, you know, it kind of makes you uncomfortable if you wear makeup, because it might seem too much. You know what I'm saying? Because makeup is only used to enhance your beauty, your facial features. It's not meant to cover up your whole face and be a different person. I also feel like this person likes your voice, the way you communicate with other people. You have this very soft and gentle kind of approach. You seem very well mannered. So that's what I'm seeing there. So let's see what will be your married life with this person. So you got, I intend to see the best in everyone. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth in reverse. You also got seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. And soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreements, and soul contract. So let me read this first. So you got, you can never consistently motivate anybody to anything. But when you see the best of them, and you go over to where your version of the best of them is, and you align with that and offer one signal, now you are part of the inspiration you see. Have you ever had the experience yourself when someone sees you and loves you and expects the best of you? Do you not shine in ways you never shined before? And do you not find it really hard to shine when another does not look for the best in you? Both of you are going to see the best in each other, okay? I don't know why, but this is not going to resonate for all of you. But I feel like pile number 4, you might not really decide to have children with this person for some of you. Or maybe you will not have the possibility to produce children with this person. But I feel like this is going to be, you're going to see similarities from each other. Okay? Like I said, you're very similar to this person in some ways. And because of that, this relationship is going to work out. And I also feel like, you're going to be each other's cheerleaders in here, because I intend to see the best in everyone. So both of you are going to be really supportive of each other. And you also got soulmates in here. Yeah. The problem about this relationship is that it might be stagnant. It might be, this is not the type of relationship where let's go overseas and have fun and just, create more bond for our family. It kind of seems like a bit stagnant in here. It's like a couple where you'd rather stay inside the house and just have a chill time. and maybe watch movies, but it's not something like super flashy married life. Yeah. One thing that I'm also getting from this relationship, it's not going to resonate for all of you. It's possible that there could be third party that might happen.
No! God, please, no!
Because whenever I see this card, there's this one eye in here like looking around, and then there's this third party interference in the seduction card, which might confirm that one person in this relationship will have an affair with a third party. I'm seeing a person, not a job, not other things. It's a person. So just be mindful of that. I feel like when it comes to the sex life though, it's going to be good. There's going to be a lot of that in the marriage. You got seduction in here, but it's going to be a very traditional kind of relationship because you got number 4 in here, so it's like structure, stability. So it's going to be a very stable relationship, but not something like super exciting, just like in pile number 3 or in pile number 2. Like they go to traveling and, you know, just have a good time outside. This kind of relationship is more on the indoors and, you know, just having some good sex in here. Another thing that I'm getting in here, for most of people, the third party is going to be another person, right? Another thing that I'm getting is that it could be in-laws.
No!
Okay? Like relatives, like, oh, why is your relationship like that? Like, you should do this, you should do that, like, you should just, you know, divorce with that person because they're not good for you. Like, there's going to be some sort of opinions in here that, like, someone is going to be really nosy when it comes to this relationship, okay? Like, you're having a fine relationship with your future spouse, but someone is going to kind of like ruin it because they feel like it's not the right person for that person. Do I make sense? Okay, for some of you. I'm also getting that you will have a contrast with your future spouse. And because of that, there's one in-law in here that will not like it. You know what I'm saying? There's this black person in here and there's this white person. And then there's this eye, like keeping an eye on the relationship. So what I'm picking up is that this in-law, it could be your parent or their parent. This in-law is not going to like the other person's appearance because they're almost like, why did you marry that person? You could have looked for someone much more attractive. They're ugly, they're not the right fit for you. So they're going to be very, very judgmental. Okay? So whoever the person may be, like I said, it could be you that is going to be judged or your future spouse. And that might be a big issue in here because there's no acceptance when it comes to the family. So this is really interesting in here because in the last piles I have never seen some sort of detail like this. So yeah, like, you know, it could be switched, to be honest. Like, this could also have something to do with race as well, like cultural backgrounds. And the parent doesn't really approve of it. Or maybe religion as well. Like, something about differences in here. So I think that's all for your reading. Hopefully this resonates though, or this will resonate. And that'll be all. Bye!